And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. All right, now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past few months for him.
And I'm sure he's not pleased with these stats. His rebounding has taken a bit of a tumble over the last couple of months. He's really got to get his energy back up on the glass and start fighting for boards again.
Here are the starters for Houston. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's the great and at the point guard position. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center, filling out the middle. All right, Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. Can you play through that fatigue? That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
Yep, that one goes.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, "We have some plans," Coach said with a smile, "but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile." So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And it's Wagner missing. Houston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Going inside.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Carter, a screen on Smith. To the inside. Şengün with a steal. Down low. Here's the great. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. The great's got 10 points in the game.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Şengün, the screen. The kick to Durant. Good! Another from 3.
And night in and night out, you can count on him to really stretch the defense.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. The Rockets, number 1.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Orlando moving the ball around. And Caro outside. Pass to Wagner. Can they get it? Thompson pulls it in. Houston has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 13.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now here's Suggs. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Bane, and Carroll with a screen on Thompson. And the basket by Bane.
I like their approach here. Suggs really makes the effort to get his guys set up well.
The Rockets lead by 15. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Smith with a screen on Suggs. Smith outside. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's the great. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to.
Whoa! My goodness!
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Yeah, this is why you throw it Carter Jr.'s way. He is solid at slamming it down.
Orlando making some changes. Black comes in for Wagner, and it's Jones in for Suggs. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün, and Eason subbed in for Thompson. Left side Eason. Durant for three, and again for three.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. And the basket by Bane.
When you're as accurate as Bane, you love doing this, giving them a little taste of their own medicine.
Here's the great. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. And he's going for the lob! And the slam dunk by Capella.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
Outside Bane, puts up a three, and again! It's the magic from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's the great, defended by Jones. Here's the great, he takes it in. Ooh, and powered down, what a jam!
Ooh, like an artist getting creative in the air. He can finish above the rim in a lot of ways, and they're all fun.
Pass to Bane, back to Jones. Now here's Bane. Banchero surveys. Clock at 4. Jones from outside. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Capella. Smith outside. The great, the pass to Smith. Jacks up a three. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Houston. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've also really...
Orlando making some changes. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Bataze. Bane comes in for Wagner. And Suggs is subbed in for Jones. They've got Desmond Bane, Banchero out there with Wagner. Then it's Suggs, and it's Black in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Banchero drives. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Hard to defend Banchero this close to the rim. Even when you contest his shot, he can still finish.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Now Suggs. 14 points his last outing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Banchero right side. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Team foul.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points. And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Here's the great. Count that bucket. The great's got 30.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Back to Suggs. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Here's the great. Count it. The great's got 32 points.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Now here's Suggs. 7 points in the game. Here's Bain. Here's the three. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Bain. Suggs has got 8 points in the quarter. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's the great. He's got 32 points. Pure from three-point range. Give him 35.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Bain with it. He's got 10. Suggs outside. It's hauled in by Houston. The great's got his 4th rebound in this one. From the arc. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's the Houston Rockets building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Call off the Dogs. They've been completely dominant. We're headed for a blowout. We'll be right back after this word.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Orlando Magic.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defensively, you got to fight over those screens better. And help has to come faster.
And now, fellas, it's time to go to one of our favorite segments. It's the Power Rankings.
Taking a look here now at the Magic, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season progresses. This team could go deep or wash out early. Hard to guess either way, man.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the 3rd quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Orlando with the ball. They host the Pistons after this one, and that'll be their 2nd of 4 total games at home. So on the floor for Houston. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's the great and at the point guard position. And probably one of the least favored opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. They'll take something out of them.
Carter, a screen on Smith. Oh, there's the alley! And it's slammed in by Carter.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Smith outside. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Bain. Banchero with a screen on Thompson. Bain finds Banchero. Just 3 to shoot. Count the basket. Banchero's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's the great. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And it's Wagner missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And that one's good. Thompson.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Carter with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. And Carroll passes to Bain. And Carroll with a screen on Durant. Great open look there. Wagner's got 8.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Lets it go. And Carroll no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that...
Okay, look out!
Man!
Wow!
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Sinks that one from the post. And Carroll's got 7 points for the quarter. For Houston, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Here's the great. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Orlando moving the ball around to the middle. Here's Suggs. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's the great, guarded by Bain. The great, the pass to Thompson. Here's the great, the 3. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Magic building up a roster of players who D-up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back over to you.
Yeah, they've got the personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Durant, and again, it's Houston.
He's led the league in scoring multiple times. Durant is a problem.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Crafty move. Suggs outside. Off target with the 3. Houston in total control. 46 seconds left in the third. Durant for 3. Hits the trifecta. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Wagner outside. And Carroll with it, guarded by Smith. Back to Ben Carroll. Outside Bain, beyond the arc. Rockets with a rebound. Here's the great. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Takes a 3. Hits yet again. Wow! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's Houston delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter.
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.